How's it going, guys? Day 3 of my deload week, and today was actually a really good day. No knee pain, or very minimal amount of knee pain, and yeah, the weight is light. It's something that I could very much handle, but it was just so encouraging to go through this whole session without feeling much discomfort. Um, with the gym that I've been training at, they've been going through some refurbs after they have been taken over by new investors, and they've brought in some, I guess, therapy equipment, Theraguns. They've got the vibrating foam rollers, so I was actually just using some of those. And sometimes with things like that, like I'm actually against those kind of things because they do offer a lot of short-term benefits, but long-term they don't necessarily help with pain or I guess heal you in the way that some people think. But in this case, when it comes to dealing with any sort of niggles, especially just before you lift, there's no harm in using them, and I've definitely felt that short-term benefit during this session. So I was working up to 140 kilos, and unlike my previous sessions, there was no EMOM here. My rest was literally just putting the weights off and then on, and then literally just going whenever I feel ready again. With this movement, I can kind of get away with relatively short rests and still keeping the quality of the movement high. So my last sit here, I worked up to 140 kilos for a nice and easy single. With this deload, like I really just want to get my body recovering as soon as possible, still going through the motions, trying to get tight, understanding where I need to be while the weight is light, excuse me, and yeah, progressing on from there. So very, very happy with how the deadlifts went. Again, minimal knee pain. So we move over to the accessories. So with today, I completely forgot that some of the movements I was doing, I needed specific equipment, resistant bands and things like that. And also some of the exercises that I had planned for today weren't in the gym. So I just decided to shorten my training session rather than feel like I had to do anything different. Because again, as I mentioned in my previous video, when you're doing a deload, the point is to minimize as much fatigue as possible while still moving. Literally getting as much blood into the working muscles as possible, aiding that recovery as opposed to furthering the length of recovery because you've done so much. You have to really be disciplined, and it could be tedious, like doing the same thing as you would do when you load that particular exercise even heavier. When you start to do it lighter, sometimes it can feel a bit tedious because you don't feel like you're doing anything. But again, it's deload week. You train hard enough, and when your body starts getting really fatigued, you then start to wear and tear those joints even more. So it's very important that, again, when you're going through these movements, don't take them for just don't take a ride. Like, don't feel like, you know what, whatever, I'm just going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Like, still treat those movements as if you're still looking to progress. Because for me, every deload that I have, I want it to be as heavy or heavier than the last deload. So I still progress my deload as much as I progress with my normal exercises. So next up will be day 4 to conclude week 5 of my deload week. Stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.